This is
But we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it away from the fog of the controversy.
Or not, this country will finally do what is right, and that is to provide quality, affordable health care to every single person. Senator Obama has a mandate in his plan. It's a mandate on parents to provide health insurance for their children. That's about 150 million people who would be required to do that.
Now, I have no objection to Senator Clinton thinking that her approach is superior, but the fact of the matter is that if, as we've heard tonight, we still don't know how Senator Clinton intends to enforce a mandate, and if we don't know the level of subsidies that she's going to provide, then you can have a situation, which we're seeing right now in the state of Massachusetts, where people are being fined for not having purchased health care, but choose to accept the fine because they still can't afford it even with the subsidies. And they are then worse off. They then have no health care and are paying a fine above and beyond that. That is a genuine difference between myself and Senator Clinton. And the last point I would make is the insurance companies actually are happy to have a mandate. The insurance companies don't mind making sure that everybody has to purchase their product. That's not something they're objecting to. The question is, are we going to make sure that it is affordable for everybody? And that's my goal when I'm President of the United States.
Senator, now look, I know that many of you here today are single-payer advocates, and so am I. And those of us who are pushing for a public health insurance option don't disagree with the goal. This is not a principled fight. This is a fight about strategy for getting there, and I believe we will.
If you like your plan and you like your doctor, you won't have to do a thing. You keep your plan. If you like your health care plan, you'll be able to keep your health care plan. If you've got health insurance, you can keep it. If you like your health care plan, you will keep your plan. If you've got health insurance, you like your doctor, you like your plan, you can keep your doctor, you can keep your plan.
Hasn't that idea that you have to pass it before you know what's in it, isn't that really the problem as you look back on it? That there was such a rush to get this done, no Republicans voting for it, and now there are unintended effects of this that were foreseen at the time that you couldn't know the impact of it, and now this is coming home to roost.
No, what I was saying there is we have a House and a Senate, we get a bill, we go to conference, or we ping-pong it, and then you see what the final product is. However, I stand by what I said there. Yeah, when people see what is in the bill, they will like it, and they will.
As millions of people flooded the system, the government website for Obamacare, healthcare.gov, temporarily broke under the strain. The main page went from apply now to this, please wait, and then for a time the system went down. Please try again later, it said. And this is the website used by 34 states. Several states running their own exchanges also had delays. In Washington state, the website closed down. Administration officials said the federal site was overwhelmed by 2.8 million visitors, a number they never expected.
This is the part of the sign-up that is hidden. The applicant does not see this, but it is in the source code. And what that blue highlighted area that's been circled in red says is, you have no reasonable expectation of privacy regarding any communication or data transiting or stored on this information system. Now, Ms. Campbell and Mr. Slavitt, y'all both said that y'all were HIPAA compliant. How in the world can this be HIPAA compliant? Which HIPAA is designed to protect the patient's privacy, and this explicitly says in order to continue, you have to accept this condition that you have no privacy or no reasonable expectation of privacy.
Amy, can you give us some music for round
We're going to dance separately?
Yep. Oh. Oh, wow.
I think he's having a seizure.
Just warm it up.
What are you doing?
Oh, I think he's extending his livelihood. That's what he's doing. Get covered. Hashtag get covered. Whoa, whoa!
All right.
I was not prepared for that.
I'm going to have an asthma attack, guys.
Okay.
Maybe we should get him some water.
Nathan, that was really good.
Is there a doctor here?
I drink my own sweat, Richard. I don't need water.
Richard, what do you got? Oh,
I
let's
have
get covered.
medication for him.
You can't do it politically. You just literally cannot do it. Okay? Transparent financing, unless I have transparent financing, also transparent spending. I mean, this bill was written in a tortured way to make sure CBO did not score the mandate as taxes. If CBO scored the mandate as taxes, the bill dies. Okay? So it's written to do that. In terms of risk-rated subsidies, if you had a law which said healthy people are going to pay in, it made explicit that healthy people pay in and sick people get money, it would not have passed. Okay? Just like lack of transparency is a huge political advantage. And basically, call it the stupidity of the American voter or whatever. But basically, that was really, really critical to getting the thing to pass. And, it's the second best argument. Look, I wish Mark was right. We can make it all transparent. But I'd rather have this law than not. So it's kind of like his reporter story. Yeah, there's things I wish I could change, but I'd rather have this law than not.
As you know, Madam President, right as we went into that August recess, the Obama administration issued a rule, an illegal rule, in my opinion, without statutory authority, contrary to the ObamaCare statute, that gives members of Congress and congressional staff special status, a special exemption or a special subsidy, if you will, not in the law, and one not enjoyed in that way by any other American.
Could I just ask, in the current environment in a swing district, is Obamacare a winner or a loser politically?
Well, you have to ask the member, but I believe that it's a winner. And by the way, it's called the Affordable Care Act. It's called the Affordable Care Act. I know you didn't intend any compliment or derogatory, but it's called the Affordable Care Act. And the Affordable Care Act, when people know what it is and see what it means to them. And that's a case we have to make. We're grown-ups. When Franklin Roosevelt put out when they moved forward with Social Security, he said, I'm so convinced about this, now make me do it. Everybody has to spread the word as to what this is. As the president said yesterday, change is hard. It always is.
It's a winner. First of all, I was only reflecting that the president himself has used that.
And I tell him the same thing I told you. Affordable. Affordable. There's a reason. Affordable. 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 The reason they changed the name of it is because they wanted to get away, their opponents, from the word affordable. And that's why I'm patient with some of these comments. Whatever it is, it's infinitely more affordable than the path that we're on without the affordable.
The website's going to get fixed. And the law works. That's why we fought so hard to pass this law, to save folks like John money. To give people who don't have health insurance the chance to get it for the first time. To lift from the American people the crushing burden of unaffordable health care. To free families from the pervasive fear that one illness. There you go, you okay. I'm right here. I got you. Yeah. No, you're okay. This happens when I talk too long. You'll be okay. Here, why don't you go? You got it? Yeah. Come on. Good catch, by the way, whoever was here.
So far, almost 2 million of the 14 million Americans who buy individual coverage have gotten letters that their policy is canceled or has to change because of the law. Still, the White House insists the president did not mislead Americans when he promised everyone could keep their insurance.
Here's a guarantee that I've made. If you have insurance that you like, then you will be able to keep that insurance.
That doesn't sit well with George Schwab, who's retired, started a new business, and been told because of the new health care law, his current policy is no longer available because it doesn't meet minimum standards. His new policy comes with a premium increase of more than 400%.
I just wish I could have my insurance back. That's what I want.
He now has to pay for more than he wants, including maternity coverage for his 59-year-old wife.
I just don't think this was all that well thought out.
That I right now have a Blue Advantage with a monthly premium of $254.88 as of the date of this letter. Please note that coverage under your current plan will end December 31st, 2013. And then they give me my plan options.
And what are the options for
The first one is a silver option, which is most similar in benefits to what you have today. The monthly premium for the member named above, which is me as a single person on a plan, is $647.12.
$647.
$647.12.
Wow.
And one thing we have to do, repeal and replace the disaster known as Obamacare. It's destroying our country. It's destroying our businesses, our small business, and our big businesses. We have to repeal and replace Obamacare. You take a look at the kind of numbers that will cost us in the year 17. It is a disaster if we don't repeal and replace. Now, it's probably going to die of its own weight, but Obamacare has to go. The premiums are going up 60, 70, 80%. Next year, they're going to go up over 100%. And I'm really glad that the premiums have started. At least the people see what's happening, because she wants to keep Obamacare and she wants to make it even worse. And it can't get any worse. Bad health care at the most expensive price. We have to repeal and replace Obamacare.
Republicans are plotting and soon will be executing a full-scale assault on the three pillars that support the American health care system: the Affordable Care Act, Medicare, and Medicaid. The Republican plan to cut health care wouldn't make America great again. It would make America sick again and lead to chaos instead of affordable care.
The things I'm the most proud of were the more serious speeches, I think. Healthcare, economic speeches, and I think...
Lovett wrote the line about, if you like your insurance, you can keep it.
How dare you? Huge impact. And you know what? It's still true. No. Yeah. But,